Welcome to the training on web development by Nishant Infosys. In this session we will continue our discussion on JavaScript and we will discuss about the conditional statements and loops. Let us discuss about conditional statements in JavaScript. Conditional statements in JavaScript are fundamental constructs that allow developers to control the flow of their programs by making decisions based on certain conditions. These statements enable the execution of specific blocks of code depending on whether a condition evaluates to true or false, thus allowing for dynamic and responsive code behavior. By using conditional statements, developers can handle different scenarios and inputs, providing a robust and flexible approach to programming. The various conditional statements are as follows. If statement, it executes a block of code if the specified condition evaluates to true. Else statement, it executes a block of code if the preceding if condition evaluates to false. Else if statement, it specifies a new condition to test if the preceding if condition evaluates to false. Switch statement, it evaluates an expression and executes code blocks based on matching case values, providing a more efficient way to handle multiple conditions. The if statement. The if statement in JavaScript is a fundamental control structure that allows you to execute a block of code only if a specified condition evaluates to true. The condition is an expression that is evaluated within parentheses. If the result is true, the code block enclosed in curly braces immediately following the if statement is executed. If the condition is false, the code block is skipped. This mechanism enables decision-making in your code, allowing it to respond dynamically to different inputs and situations. For example, you can use an if statement to check if a user is logged in before displaying personalized content, ensuring that the actions taken by the program are appropriate to the current context. The code snippet shows an example of if statement and how it is defined. The else statement. The else statement in JavaScript is used in conjunction with the if statement to provide an alternative block of code that executes when the condition specified in the if statement evaluates to false. This allows your code to handle situations where the initial condition is not met, ensuring that an appropriate action is taken regardless of the condition's outcome. When the if condition is false, the program automatically skips the if block and executes the code within the else block. This structure enhances the decision-making capability of your code by providing a clear pathway for handling both true and false conditions. The code snippet shows how the else statement can be used in tandem with the if statement in JavaScript. The else if statement. The else if statement in JavaScript extends the functionality of the if statement by allowing multiple conditions to be evaluated in sequence. It provides a way to check for several conditions and execute corresponding blocks of code based on which condition is true. The else if statement follows an initial if statement and is used when you need to test multiple conditions without nesting multiple if statements, making the code cleaner and more readable. If the initial if condition evaluates to false, the program checks the else if condition. If this condition is true, the associated code block executes. If it is false, the program moves on to the next else if or an optional else statement at the end. This approach ensures that only one block of code executes. The code snippet is an example showing how multiple conditions can be executed with the help of the if-else-if ladder. Next comes the switch statement. The switch statement in JavaScript provides a more efficient way to handle multiple conditions based on a single expression, offering an alternative to using numerous if, else-if statements. It evaluates an expression once and then compares the result to multiple case values, executing the corresponding block of code for the first matching case. If no cases match, an optional default case can be provided to execute code when none of the specified cases are true. This structure simplifies code that needs to execute different paths based on the value of a single variable, enhancing readability and maintainability. For example, you might use a switch statement to determine the appropriate response based on a user's selected menu option. The example shows how the switch statement can simplify a multiple condition decision tree, which cannot be done by the if-else-if ladder. Next, we will discuss about loops in JavaScript. Loops in JavaScript are fundamental constructs that allow for the repeated execution of a block of code as long as a specified condition remains true. They enable developers to perform iterative operations efficiently, such as processing arrays, generating sequences, or executing repeated tasks without having to write redundant code. By automating repetitive tasks, loops make programs more concise, easier to manage, and more scalable. JavaScript provides several types of loops, each suited to different scenarios and needs, ensuring flexibility in controlling the flow of execution based on various conditions. The different loops in JavaScript are as follows. For loop, iterates a block of code a specified number of times, ideal for when the number of iterations is known. While loop executes a block of code as long as the specified condition evaluates to true, suitable for indeterminate iterations. Do-while loop, similar to the while loop, but guarantees that the block of code executes at least once before checking the condition. For, in loop, iterates over the enumerable properties of an object, primarily used for object property enumeration. For, of loop, iterates over the values of an iterable object, such as arrays, strings, or node lists, providing a more straightforward way to loop through elements. Let's talk about the different loops. The for loop in JavaScript is a powerful and versatile control structure used to execute a block of code a specific number of times. It consists of three main components: initialization, condition, and increment-decrement, all encapsulated within parentheses. The initialization step is executed once at the beginning of the loop, typically used to declare and set the initial value of a loop counter. The condition is evaluated before each iteration, and if it evaluates to true, the loop continues to execute, otherwise, it terminates. The increment-decrement step updates the loop counter after each iteration. This structured approach makes the for loop ideal for scenarios where the number of iterations is known beforehand, such as iterating over arrays or generating sequences. The code snippet shows how a basic for loop can be defined in JavaScript. Next comes the while loop. The while loop in JavaScript is a control structure that repeatedly executes a block of code as long as a specified condition evaluates to true. Unlike the for loop, which is ideal when the number of iterations is known, the while loop is better suited for scenarios where the number of iterations is uncertain or depends on dynamic conditions. The condition is evaluated before each iteration, and if it evaluates to true, the loop executes the block of code. If false, the loop terminates. This makes the while loop useful for tasks that require continuous execution until a particular condition is met, such as reading input until a certain value is received. The code snippet is an example of how the while loop is used in JavaScript. After that comes the do-while loop. The do-while loop in JavaScript is a control structure that ensures a block of code is executed at least once before the condition is tested. This is because the condition check occurs after the code block is executed, making it distinct from the while loop, where the condition is evaluated before any code execution. The do-while loop is useful in scenarios where the code block must run at least once regardless of the condition's truth value, such as prompting a user for input until valid data is received. The loop continues to execute the block of code repeatedly as long as the condition remains true. The given code snippet shows how a do-while loop is structured in JavaScript. Now, Let us talk about the for in loop, which is a modified version of the for loop. The for in loop in JavaScript iterates over the enumerable properties of an object, enabling developers to iterate through the keys or indices of an object. It is particularly useful when working with objects and arrays where the order of iteration is not important, as it provides a straightforward way to access each property or element without manually specifying indices or keys. During each iteration, the loop assigns the current property key to a variable specified by the programmer, allowing operations to be performed on each property. It's important to note that for in loops iterate over all enumerable properties, including those inherited through the prototype chain, so care should be taken to ensure that unexpected properties are not inadvertently accessed. The given code snippet shows how the for in loop is defined. Another modified version of the for loop is the for of loop. The for of loop in JavaScript provides a concise and efficient way to iterate over iterable objects such as arrays, strings, maps, sets, and other iterable objects. Unlike the for in loop, which iterates over object keys, the for of loop directly accesses the values of iterable objects, simplifying the iteration process without needing to manage indices or keys explicitly. This loop is especially useful for scenarios where accessing each element's value is more important than accessing its index or key. It automatically loops through each element of the iterable object, assigning the current element's value to a variable defined by the programmer. The given code shows how a for of loop is written in JavaScript. I hope you have understood the basic concept of conditional statements and loops in JavaScript. We will look into applications of these in depth during our hands-on coding sessions. Thank you.